Monaco, a miniature nation not much bigger than Hyde Park on the French Riviera, where 1 in 3 residents are millionaires.
In Monaco, the helicopter is considered like a car for most of the people living here.
Prince Albert, the sovereign prince of Monaco, agreed to let cameras film last summer behind the scenes of the royal palace.
We call him le patron, the boss.
And in this private playground of the world's super rich.
How much would it cost me to buy the whole box?
28,000 euros.
We meet the billionaire residents and those who serve them.
It's a stress, huh? The rush time, yes.
Any idea how much this would cost me per night?
I don't know the price of the room in hotel. Just clean the room.
For me, they are like crazy children. You want more and more and more.
I wake up every morning, I'm like, oh my God, I'm living in Monaco. I'm living in a dream.
It's May in Monaco. At this time every year, Prince Albert II allows the opulent streets of the central district, Monte Carlo, to be transformed into a racetrack. It's the start of the Monaco Grand Prix weekend. Over the next 4 days, the Principality will showcase all it has to offer, selling the image of the glamour capital of the world to an influx of visitors. But many of the racing drivers have already bought into the lifestyle, as this is the place they call home.
I moved here January 1995. I was 24 years now of living here.
One such resident is David Coulthard, who knows exactly what it's like to speed through these streets.
And David Coulthard wins the Monaco Grand Prix magnificently.
Where you live is about being happy. And there's everything here, you know, there's ballet, there's cinemas, theatre. Within a couple of hours, you've got some really good ski resorts.
Buongiorno. Hi, how are you? A little bit of glamour in Monte Carlo. You can tell she was clearly not impressed with me. I've been too long out of Formula One. Ciao, how are you?
There's a great deal of wealth here. And lifestyle-wise and security-wise, there's a lot of benefits of being here beyond the often talked about one, of course, which is financial benefit.
But for many wealthy individuals, the major financial benefit remains one of Monaco's biggest draws. For all of those who can afford to be a resident here, the government doesn't charge any income tax at all.
Bonjour, Eric.
Monika Bacardi is one of many residents who use the generous tax arrangements to protect a substantial family fortune. She has been living here for nearly 30 years.
See, oh la la, the ladies are blocking the streets. All right. So Monaco is like a pink bubble. You know, it's very small, very safe. And there are a lot of candies. It looks like a lot of candies, you know. Here we have the Hotel de Paris. Here we have a yacht club. Here we have a shopping center. Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Celine, Bulgari, Cartier, Dior, whatever your heart wants. And the casino. I try to avoid from my pocket.
Monika is a wealthy widow. Her late husband was Louis Bacardi, heir to the Bacardi rum fortune.
This car belonged to my late husband, and with this car he went all around Europe.
Really?
He did not know me yet, with a lot of beautiful ladies. He had a very good taste.
What other cars do you have?
We have another Rolls Royce, a more modern one, and then we have a Range Rover, we have a Mercedes, and as I like also fast car, I have a Ferrari. It's for me the noise of the Ferrari, brum, 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 here I'm coming.
Preparations for the Monaco Grand Prix are gathering pace. TV crews from across the globe will soon be turning their attention to the Principality. But despite the media's gaze, another benefit of being a Monaco resident is privacy. Stars from Shirley Bassey to Ringo Starr have bought homes here, knowing that professional photography is only allowed with written government permission, and that the paparazzi won't be snapping pictures of things the residents don't want to be seen.
Prince Albert has made it possible for motor racing people, for all the tennis stars live here, where they are not hounded. People can walk around freely and feel, if they feel in any way overexposed by the media or whatever it is, Monaco gives them that relief, for sure.
Also a resident, the former Formula One team owner, Eddie Jordan, now commentates on the race.
I mean, this is a one-off, and you have to understand, in the whole of the series of Formula One annually, this is the jewel in the crown. Make no mistake about that. They all want to come here. And so therefore, when they do come, they want it to be exceptional. Something that you just can never get anywhere else.
The Monaco Grand Prix is about far more than just motor racing. Over the decades, it's gained a place on the social calendar of some of the wealthiest people in the world. In the build-up to the weekend, more and more well-heeled spectators arrive.
Parlez français? English. Okay, welcome. So we will show you your bus. We give you 2 mooring lines. Follow me, we'll show you one.
Anthony is one of the harbour-masters team. They are the first people to meet the hundreds of visitors who arrive in Monaco by sea, often in private yachts worth millions.
This boat is quite small. I think it's do 35 meters, no more, so it's a small boat.
For Monaco, it's a small boat.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And in the harbour, size matters. Every year, the yachts that arrive get bigger, adding to the logistical complications for staff in a harbour-masters control room.
Okay, if you're ready, you can make your way in slowly inside the port, and the tender will come to you.
Okay, come in. Yeah, we're almost full.
Almost full?
Yeah.
What are the biggest boats you can accommodate?
The biggest actually is 156 for private.
156 meters?
Yes.
This is finding a parking space Monaco style. And the rates aren't cheap.
For a big boat?
Yes.
How much does it cost?
It's 2,114 euros.
Per night?
Per night.
Are these boats quite demanding?
People on this boat change their mind every time.
Oh, really?
I come, I don't come, I want to stay one more night, I'm leaving before, and it's the big part of our job is this.
Please call me back at the entrance. For me, they are like crazy children, wants everything, and you want more and more and more and more. One day you have a 80 meter, then a 90 meters, and then you want a bigger one, and so it never finish.
For affluent racegoers in a rush to get from A to B, helicopter is a taxi of choice.
Michael Scar, Monaco, good day.
Air traffic controllers, Quentin and Philippe, are responsible for the safe landing of many of the Principality's most valuable guests.
Copy, Mike Oscar. For information, QNH 1017 and report on final facing west.
We are always nervous the few days before the Grand Prix. It's a non-stop activity.
So it's useful to have a platform that moves.
When there is big waves, it can break it and break the helicopters.
Oh, really?
So we move them back.
But why do you have a platform at all?
Needed more landing pads.
Oh, more space. I see.
Yeah, it's only for that.
We're working with limited space always in Monaco.
It's only for that, yeah. And during the Grand Prix, we opened 3 more pads outside of the heliport. The average activity is in summer 120, 30. During the Grand Prix, the Sunday, it's more than 600.
Flights?
Yes, between 600 and 2 years ago, we were close to the 800.
The most exclusive event of the Grand Prix weekend will take place high on a rock above the harbour in the Royal Palace. The night before the race itself, Prince Albert will hold the reception, and 700 select individuals will get the opportunity to rub shoulders with the royals.
D'accord. Vous faites le plan là maintenant? Dans ce bureau-là? D'accord.
Like all royal events, it's being carefully choreographed by the senior courtiers.
It's a military-driven kind of attitude in terms of management. We're under stress, but we don't want to show our stress. Right, Colonel?
Yeah. Absolutely not. We have not to show any stress.
You were saying...
We have not to run.
Yes.
No. If somebody inside the palace saw somebody like us running, all the employees, they say, what is gonna happen?
Events at the palace have been presided over by a member of the Grimaldi dynasty since 1297. They've sustained their privileged lifestyle at the top of Monaco society through 32 generations of the prince's ancestors. But the best remembered member of the royal family is an American actress and the prince's mother, Grace Kelly.
The presence of Princess Grace is everywhere in the palace. Her spirit is there.
When Grace Kelly arrived to marry Prince Rainier in 1956, the world watched the climax of a fairy tale romance. One of the biggest stars of Hollywood was sailing into Monaco to join her real-life Prince Charming. But behind the scenes, the principality had fallen on hard times. The arrival of an Oscar-winning actress was the chance to start a new chapter of glamour and sophistication.
The great day approaches at last when Grace Kelly of Philadelphia, USA, will become the bride of Rainier, Prince of Monaco.
Together, Princess Grace and Prince Rainier were to transform the principality's image for a generation.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with very great pleasure that we present Her Serene Highness, Princess Grace of Monaco.
The royal couple had 3 children, 2 daughters and 1 son.
This dear little boy, Honoré III, Marquis des Beaux, a title traditionally given to the hereditary prince. So it is now our son Albert who bears the title.
It now falls to Albert, as sovereign prince, to maintain the royal family's glamorous reputation. And the position Princess Grace had occupied is now filled by his wife, an Olympic swimmer from South Africa, Princess Charlene.
Now, I come from a country that has wide open spaces and a lot of diversity, but you know, in Monaco we have, you know, more than 100 different nationalities living within a small proximity of each other, and we're very privileged because it's such a beautiful country and a glamorous setting. So, you know, it's a huge privilege to live in these circumstances.
Today, as the Formula One teams compete to qualify for Sunday's big race, the Prince and his wife come trackside to thank the fire marshals who are on duty throughout the weekend. As the world's press look on, Prince Albert knows how important it is to remain prominent in society and engage hands-on with the people. Being seen to be in touch with his subjects is an important lesson that Prince Albert learned from his mother Grace.
This is Monaco today. The palace has through the years been in a state of constant change. This tower, for instance, was added in 1890. My office is just there. You can see the windows from here.
Follow me. Okay. This is the office of the prince. And this office was the office of his mother, Princess Grace, before. And he doesn't want to change. He has another office down at the first stairs for the meeting with authorities like minister, like president.
The downstairs office belonged to Prince Rainier, Albert's father. When he inherited his title, the prince also inherited the business of the state.
So in this office, the prince works with his cabinet.
With his close staff, his counselors. They meet here. This is the chair of Prince Albert, his captain chair, skipper chair. They bring all the big decisions to be made here around that table.
He has always the last word. He has to accept or not. He has to agree or not all the things that are proposed to him. So he has a big role in Monaco. He's really a head of state.
And you know, we have a friendly saying when we refer to the prince sometimes, among ourselves. We call him le patron, the boss.
Hi.
It's very respectful. In our mind, he's the boss. He's running the country.
All changed. Voilà. Merci.
Your Highness, this view is amazing. It's your country. You can see most of it out here.
Well, except for the western part of it, I'd say about 60% of Monaco is right here. But it is a great view, and I can just see the Rascasse corner of the Grand Prix as they go up to the casino. It's great to sometimes open the window and get the sounds also.
It's Saturday evening at the palace, and Prince Albert is hosting the reception before the Grand Prix tomorrow. It's the hottest ticket in town, and the Prince's Chamberlain has already had to turn some people away.
For example, today will come some people without invitation, without paper, you know? And you have to know immediately who is this person, and you have to say, okay, I'm really sorry, it's not perhaps you're not your level.
Each of the guests has been allotted 15 seconds for the handshake with Prince Albert and Princess Charlene. Stars of the racetrack rub shoulders with the King of Sweden and favored Monaco residents.
Well, I'm a resident since 2011, So I've been to the palace a couple of times, and every time I come here, it's like the first time. It's just so magical and spectacular, and you just feel the history is in the air. You know, Monaco for me is like, it's a bubble. You know, I wake up every morning, I'm like, oh my God, I'm living in Monaco. I'm living in a dream. Really?
Really?
Yes.
What business are you in, Michael?
I'm in property. The property market here is expensive. Property is a good business to be in here.
How's it doing?
Very well.
You're a resident, is that
Yes.
right? You're not a citizen?
No, I'm a resident. Citizens, the Monegasques are the people who are by generation, but you can be a resident, there's no criminal record, you have a job or you have your bank account, you have an apartment, whether you own it or lease it, and there's certain rules that you have to follow, and then you're fine.
Like what?
Well, you have to be liquid, and just behave like a normal human being, for God's sake. It's such a special place, you know.
Being liquid means being able to prove you have €500,000 always available in your bank account. But for the Monegasque citizens, it's not your bank balance that matters, but your ancestry.
Anthony is from Monaco, and I'm originally from Belgium, and so we moved back to Monaco.
Are you a Monegasque citizen?
Yes, we're Monegasque citizens. We're two of the few Monegasque citizens. Only 9,000 citizens here in Monaco out of 37,000 people living here.
I'm going to ask your wife, if I may ask, did you marry your husband for his citizenship?
Me being Monegasque, does that make me more attractive to you?
Value.
No,
does it?
He doesn't need it.
I'm not a wealthy Monegasque. I'm one of the true original. My family's been here for over 200 years. So you know, all Monegasques aren't rich. Residents, foreigners who come to live in Monaco are rich, but normal Monegasques are normal people.
Right. Could you become a Monegasque citizen?
You can apply after 10 years of residency. The process is quite difficult, however, and it ultimately comes down to the prince's decision.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's his word.
His world, his word, and what he wants goes, basically.
The night before the Grand Prix race is party night. Most events are invitation only, and as always in Monaco, privacy and discretion are guaranteed.
What boat are you on? Tell me about this boat.
What do you want to know?
Well, who owns it?
Oh, that's like asking the age of a woman. You don't do that. You know the first rule of yachting. Everything is hidden.
How much would I have to pay you to tell me who owns that boat?
How much you have to pay? There is no price for that. You know, like, I don't want to have a horse head in my bed tomorrow morning. You know what I mean?
Sunday, the final day of the Grand Prix weekend, is race day. The total number of people in Monaco over the weekend is estimated to be around 200,000, more than 5 times the normal population. Everyone is trying to find a space to watch the action. But jostling for position isn't something a sovereign prince has to do.
So this is the apartment that we use every year during the Grand Prix. A friend of ours kindly let us use his apartment because he leaves Monaco during the Grand Prix weekend, so we can use this to entertain family and guests. And as you can see, it's a pretty nice view.
To be really cheeky, presumably you don't pay to rent this apartment to your friend. No. Can we go out and have a look?
Let's
Maybe
go
show us.
outside.
Thank you.
But the Grand Prix itself is a big money spinner for the country's economy.
You know, the impact of the Grand Prix, direct or indirect, is approximately around 100 million euros a year.
Wow. That's around 6% of Monaco's annual revenue. Without any revenue from income tax, the Principality relies on VAT, charging 20% on every sale. The more money people spend here, the more money the Principality makes.
This is a Matusalem of Crystal Roderer. Would you like another drink, sir?
How much would it cost me to buy the whole bottle?
28,000 euros.
Only that, only.
Very cheap.
Every such bottle sold raises almost £5,000 in tax. Keeping the rich coming and spending is the simple secret that keeps the Principality afloat.
10 minutes career, Lewis Hamilton wins the Monaco Grand Prix.
Monaco. What is it that puts this place so high in the list of the world's fashionable centres? Perhaps it's the air of luxury and wealth which the Principality has cultivated.
Today, the glamorous stars that followed Grace Kelly to Monaco are gone, and the House of Grimaldi faces a very different world. The ancient Principality must compete with the modern attractions of places like Dubai and Singapore to bring in the money of a new generation. Now, tech entrepreneurs have become billionaires and YouTube stars have formed a new celebrity elite. Since 1864, the Hôtel de Paris has been the place where the biggest stars have stayed. In an attempt to retain its attraction, it's just had the most expensive makeover in its history.
Diamond suite. Okay.
Each room has been completely refurbished to bring it into the modern age.
The flower is ready.
The balcony is clean.
It's perfect.
Eric de Valet and Sylvie from housekeeping are preparing a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom suite for a VIP guest. Like many of their guests, this visitor has their own unique demands.
Yes, soft pillows, Eric. Bathroom, we put 5 towels, extra towels. For Mrs.
For Mrs.
Everything for Mrs. We need a lot of things for Madame.
Are they regular guests?
Yes. Did you put the perfume,
Yes.
Eric?
Here?
Yes.
Is this what he always likes? Or do you give it to all guests?
No, only this room.
Ah.
Okay?
Il est un peu froissé, Eric, s'il te plaît, tu pourrais me le changer?
Oui, tout.
Famous people, they have a different request in the room.
Like?
Like one, I make the bed only with pillows, you know? On the top of the mattress, I put a lot of pillows and a black curtain. It was so strange for me. But I say, oh.
Why do you think they wanted that?
I don't know, you know, some people are living strange, very strange.
Le client nous a demandé d'enlever le sommier de la chambre et de poser le matelas par terre. Il voulait dormir par terre. Voilà, tout simplement.
I met a lot of famous people. I can't give you the name. But some famous people, you know.
Names?
No! I'm 30 years here. I want to go to my retirement. Huh?
Welcome to the Hôtel de Paris. Hello.
At the front of the hotel, Pierre-Olivier is one of the valet parkers looking after the supercar status symbols of the hotel guest. And today's new arrivals are threatening to cause gridlock.
Welcome to the Hôtel de Paris. How are you? Le Range Rover derrière. Désastre aussi, ce désastre. Mon Dieu. Where you go? To the hotel? You have to do the turn of the roundabout. Here? Yes, you could. But it's a stress, huh? The rush time, yes. It's the life of the valet parker of Monaco, Hôtel de Paris.
Why do you like it?
I like because there is bar. You drive good cars and the people, we are like a star when you are for 3 minutes and park the car, all the people take a photo of you. You have a chance to see famous people.
Recently, the valets have noticed a change in the guests whose cars they park. Far from wanting discretion, a new generation of celebrities now want to be seen.
I give you a ticket for your car. You keep it so long of your stay.
Some person have a really beautiful car and they want to show it. So it's like a show here. So we have to do the best for the client, so we keep the car outside in the first place. It's important for them. You know, the client wants to see that he's a big person, a big personality.
He's a YouTuber, so he wants to see his car in front of the Hôtel de Paris. So it's like every day like that. Excuse me, sir, but you are in the wrong way. You have to do the turn. Could you go back because you block all the way like this? I'm sorry. Yes, you have to do the turn of the roundabout.
You can do it.
Yeah, thank you.
For those who can pay, the hotel is happy to oblige. And staying here comes at a very high price.
Do you know how much it costs per night for a suite like this?
It's not us who are making the price, you know. For this, you have to request the reception.
Of course.
You have the price on the door.
Can we see? Can you show me? Show me the prices.
15,000.
15,000 per night.
Yeah.
That's nearly £13,000. In a good year, this room alone could bring in more than £4 million. The ultimate responsibility for Monaco's income lies with Prince Albert.
Bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour. Hello.
At one time, most European countries were ruled by a royal family like this one. But while other monarchs were dethroned or even beheaded, the Grimaldi dynasty have retained control, and it's Albert's job to ensure their reign continues.
I'm the head of the executive, so there's a heightened sense of responsibility. I have to try to anticipate the needs of the future and help us stay on the right track.
Unlike his older sister Caroline, Prince Albert was brought up knowing that as the only son, he would one day lead his nation.
Now, as a kid, were you able to slide down?
There were several attempts at sliding down, but those marble elements got in the way of that. But I do remember also kicking the football inside in our private apartment, and I broke a vase. Fortunately, it wasn't one of my mom's favorites.
Was she a strict mother?
No. I think she was fair, but she was a little more tolerant than our father was. We did behave when we knew that he was watching. But he had ways of raising his voice that was impressive for a 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10-year-old. Even at 21.
Once Regnier's children had escaped their father's watchful eye, they went on to lead somewhat colorful lives in their 20s. Albert became a favorite of the global tabloids, who christened him the Playboy Prince. While his sisters, Caroline and Stephanie, made their own headlines for some of their wilder antics. But Albert couldn't avoid his destiny, to become Monaco's head of state.
Did your father ever talk to you about preparing yourself for your future role?
My father said, and very rightfully so, that you'll be alone in that room, and you have to be ready for that. Ready not only psychologically, but emotionally as well.
Oui, Christine. Pardon. Il y avait quelque chose à signer, non?
Today, Albert oversees every aspect of national life. He sets the direction the principality should take.
It's a competitive world out there. How do you help guide your country to remain attractive in the future?
Well, you have to keep a balance of things. Not only to concentrate on what has worked well for us in the past and made Monaco what it is, but you constantly have to be and try to anticipate the needs of the future and try to anticipate what the trends will be.
At the Hermitage Hotel this morning, a local organization is aiming to capitalize on a new online trend.
Now, over the 14, I think we need to really decide which one is going to be the winner, the Influence Award.
The Influencer Awards were started last year to celebrate prominent social media influencers who, it's hoped, in turn will expose Monaco to a new, younger audience.
I love her, but not for overall.
Today, the judges are finalizing their selection.
It's just amazing. Oh, the cloud with her. That's...
The event is being led by a friend of Prince Albert's and a Monaco resident for many years.
My name is Her Royal Highness, if you want my whole title, Her Royal Highness Princess Camilla of Bourbon of the Two Sicilies, two Sicilies, Duchess of Castro. It was actually Prince Albert, His Serene Highness Prince Albert, who introduced me to my husband.
But if it's about influencer of the year, as in people who have the amount of followers, it's the young girl who's 18 with 10.4 million followers, because she's bigger than all of them.
Yeah. No, I will not vote for.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
I'm a little skeptical here.
Worth looking at.
Yes. I want to be somehow a little bit of a bridge between traditions and the new world. I believe this project brings Monaco also in the new era of social media, which we cannot do without.
It's claimed that between them, the finalists have as many as 500 million followers.
What are you doing here? What am I doing here? Looking fabulous.
They've all been invited to come to Monaco for tomorrow's award ceremony and a chance to experience the lifestyle for themselves.
I love Monaco. The hospitality is amazing. I got on a helicopter ride, for God's sake.
How was that?
That was fantastic.
The fact that everyone's been flown out to Monte Carlo, it has this grand, enigma to it. Monte Carlo. Oh yeah, we're going to Monte Carlo for the awards. Probably a lot of the reason the people actually came was because it was in a really cool location.
In a place so renowned for privacy and discretion, the idea of posting photos of other people online can seem somewhat revolutionary.
Okay, now it's okay.
It's a different world, it's a different approach. You can use a mobile phone, take photos and just put them on all the Instagrams and nobody says no. There is no prohibition. It's exciting. C'est les fans, c'est les photos.
There may be signs that Monaco is being pulled into the 21st century. But a few hundred yards away, palace staff are preparing for an event from an altogether different era. Dating back to 1734, National Day is the annual celebration of the relationship between the royal family and the Monégasque citizens, whose support has been crucial to their long reign.
A lot of invitations to be sent. Bettina is in charge of all the invitation. We're saying 1,700 invitations, 1,700 invitations, c'est ça?
1800.
1,800, 1,800, so it's going up.
The prince gives his subjects a national holiday and invites them to join him in celebrating their continuing success as a sovereign state.
16h45, arrivée de la princesse Stéphanie. Donc là, Philippe, tu es en charge. Princesse à droite.
A select few of them will have the chance to lunch with the royal family and senior officials. And protocol must be observed.
You're working on the seating plan. Why are you doing it again?
The Prime Minister is not
Coming? He's not attending
this
to
year,
the...
yeah.
We cannot sit a lady at the end of the table. That's the reason we are also changing the seating plan. A lady cannot be at the end of the table. It's always a man.
And old rules of rank and hierarchy still apply.
So of course, people want to be as close as they can from the princely family, you know, but you belong to a certain rank, so you're being seated at a certain position.
On National Day, no expense is spared. Prince Albert will treat his guests to a meal they won't forget.
It's the most important event of the year, and everything must be perfect. I prepare all the menus, and the prince signs all the menus. And for the National Day, the first course will be Saint-Honoré with horseradish, cream, and caviar. We have the scallops with watercress, veal and lobster, the white truffle from Alba. Mo, do you have the white truffle?
This one special truffle is worth around £35,000.
When you can work with this kind of food, it's maybe one of the best things to eat in the world. The white truffle from Alba, it's a white diamond.
We are now going to the main cellar of the palace.
The lavish lunch will be accompanied by equally fine wine. The prince keeps a generous stock on the premises.
We roughly have 15,000 bottles resting. The Mouton Rothschild, the Latour, Margaux as well, the Cheval Blanc, and many, many more. Well, such bottles are among the best wines you can find ever. Very rare, ranging in the 30,000s. Euros? Yes, euros. Here we have one main customer, the prince. When the chef provides us with a menu, we have 4 to 5 choices for each color, each type of wine, and then the prince will tick the wine that he prefers. That's how it works.
An invitation to indulge in rich food and fine wine at the palace isn't the only advantage of Monégasque citizenship. The principality grants every citizen financial benefits, giving them a lifestyle which would otherwise be out of reach.
Mike Oscar Monaco, good day.
Air traffic controller Quentin was born into a Monégasque family.
Oscar, for information, QNH 1017 and report on final facing west. There are only 2 ways to live in Monaco. It's either be extremely rich or be a citizen, essentially, because rent here is extremely high. It's if you want to rent a 1-bedroom apartment, you have you're probably looking at least 3,000 or 4,000 euro a month. And that's not attainable for most people. So there are a lot of programs in place to actually subsidize rent for the citizens. My rent is about 700 euro a month. That would easily be, I think that would be a 4,000 euro a month apartment. There are more advantages, like a priority for employment. Like in this job, when I applied, there were French people who applied for the job who maybe would have been more qualified, but because of the priority system, I got the job.
So that citizenship is valuable.
Yes, it is.
For those without a Monégasque parent, the only way to gain citizenship and its benefits, including no income tax, is to be married to a citizen for 10 years or to request it directly from the prince. But he doesn't grant it often, and how he decides remains something of a mystery.
These are diplomas for 3 people who just successfully got their Monegasque nationality. So these are the official documents attesting to that.
Can I just ask the context? How does citizenship work?
It's too long to explain right now, and I have to finish signing this.
As it's his royal prerogative, the prince is under no obligation to explain who gets to be a citizen and who doesn't.
Voilà. Merci.
As National Day approaches, the entire royal family, including the prince's sisters Caroline and Stephanie, come together to reward their loyal subjects for their service.
Every year we pay tribute to a lot of our local citizens to receive medals for their achievements. It's a symbol of recognition for the community service that they do for our country. We have medal ceremonies, we have religious ceremonies, different events just throughout the course of the 3 days. We have to do Red Cross. There's a lot of work and enjoy toward the end.
Like their ancestors before them, the family recognizes the importance of looking after the citizens and keeping them on side.
It's a way of getting all together and unifying it as, you know, Monegasques, and we're a very small country, but, you know, we achieve a lot in the world, and I think the world is becoming so numeric and digital and whatever. Tradition is good, and we have to keep traditions up anywhere in the world.
Hoping to start a new tradition, last-minute touches are being added to the Influencer of the Year ceremony.
Let's go, let's go.
Influencer Awards President Princess Camilla, with her daughters Carolina and Chiara, hopes the event will bring together the new generation of online celebrities with Monaco's more traditional guests.
So you put me next to the ambassador of France?
Yes.
Indeed, and then I have in front of mine the Minister of Sports and Education.
No, in front of you, you have the bath.
That's something.
There is what, the Queen of Egypt?
Oh yes, the Queen of Egypt, Her Majesty.
Yes.
Her Majesty, the Queen of Egypt. You know, royalty often grows up saying you should not take pictures, we should be discreet. When you go into royal weddings, they ask you not to use your mobile. So we have a different approach to everything that has to have with social media. Tonight we are now posting everywhere.
The Prince of Bourbon and the Two Sicilies has agreed to support his wife in this venture, even if it's a little outside his comfort zone.
What do you think of all this?
Well, for me it's totally a completely new world. I don't really get it, but you know, you can't reverse. So, well.
But your wife and daughters are embracing it.
Yes, they are. They are definitely much more than me.
Come on, girls. We are the Influencers Awards.
What I love very much about you, you're such a beautiful lady and so super smart and intelligent.
Monaco, like everywhere else, has to move on. There is no choice. We just can't move back.
It's hoped that the pictures appearing on social media across the world will make the Principality more attractive to a younger audience.
Monaco is cool for the jet-set rich, but unfortunately those rich people tend to be very, very old. So the young affluent market of today's world don't actually think that Monaco is that hip. All the influencers that are here tonight and today for this weekend, they're all under 30 years old, and some of them have up to like 15 million followers. So when they tag Monaco and they see it's a young, exciting and fashionable place to go, people are intrigued to come here.
Do you think it is those things?
I don't think it is, but could be, it could be.
And the winner is Power 5!
To Monaco about 25, 26 years ago, I remember there was a lot of, how can I say, elderly people. It would be a disaster to stay a place where only elderly people can come and retire. We don't want that. We want Monaco to be the glamorous place, the diamond place.
The Hôtel de Paris has taken a different approach to modernization. In the penthouse, they've constructed a huge new suite that takes inspiration from an icon of the past.
And we have a grey suite.
Its theme is a tribute to the princess mother.
This is the salon. And here you can find the swimming pool with a jacuzzi, with the beautiful view also.
So this pool and this jacuzzi and this terrace is all just the private...
Yes, it's private, yeah.
So it's enormous.
Yeah.
It's designed to satisfy the most demanding of visitors.
You have a bigger safe, did you see?
And the work has been overseen by Prince Albert himself.
Here you have the salon with the beautiful picture of Grace.
What sort of things do you think of when you think of your late mother?
To think that if she were still alive with us, she would be 9 years old, which is hard to imagine.
Princess Grace's life came to a tragic end in 1982.
Princess Grace of Monaco, Grace Kelly, died today in Monte Carlo of injuries suffered in a fiery car crash yesterday. She was 52 years old.
Life magazine described her as a combination of freshness, ladylike virtue, with an underlying sex appeal. She'd had many offers to return to the movies, but never did. Why should she, said Gary Cooper. She's moved from an artificial stage to a real one. She was 52 when she died today.
Grace Kelly was perhaps the influencer of her day. Half a century on, she still has a power in the Principality.
It's just incredible that so many years after her passing, that she still very much has a vivid presence in a lot of people's minds and hearts.
So the suite has 2 floors, yeah?
2 floors, yeah. And if you want, you have a lift to go to the 7th floor or upstairs. Yes, the room.
Any idea how much this would cost me per night?
No, I don't know the price of the room in hotel. It's not my job. Just clean for me. Clean the room.
The late princess appears to have lost none of her cachet. The price of a stay here is reassuringly high.
Oh là là.
How much?
Oh là là.
What does it say, Sylvie?
Pour 40 000 euros.
How much is that?
40 000 euros. 40 1,000 euros per night.
At £35,000, one night costs more than most people earn in a year. It's the climax of National Day. After the prince has inspected the guard of honor, the family heads for the cathedral to be blessed. The staff are left to put the final touches to the celebratory lunch.
We have the TV in the kitchen. We know now the prince and the princess are at the cathedral, and we'll know when they'll leave, when they'll arrive, and that's why for us it's important to know exactly what.
Just before the lunch, the royal family will lead an annual tradition. They will appear on the balcony before their subjects, who gather in the palace square to see them.
All the family will be gathered here. As soon as we have the signal from them that everything is ready, the valets are behind the windows, and all together they open the windows. The family appears. We look at them, they look at us. It's an emotional moment.
The family's appearance is the culmination of a tightly choreographed few days. And like all royal events, it takes place exactly on time.
So your life is kind of planned.
It's
Do you like that?
No, there's not enough room for spontaneous activities. Spontaneity has to be scheduled.
Can't you just say, I'm the sovereign prince, let's tear up this diary and do something else?
I would love to do that, but I don't want to waste paper. I can't say that every day is a wonderful bliss and an enjoyment. It's not easy for anybody in a position of responsibility. There's some appointments that have to be made that are different positions that are sometimes difficult. There are some very unpleasant meetings. But
how do you cope with those?
I try to think of what nice things will come after my meetings are over. Having a nice glass of wine.
Next time.
We are an army. Our main job is to protect the prince and his family.
It's probably the only place in the world where people can walk the streets with $1 million around their neck.
How much have you won?
200,000. I'm good. I can go to make some shopping.
To be the granddaughter from Prince Henry and Grace Kelly, we are the royal family.
My daughter described it as luxury Legoland, and I think that's probably about right.